And Amsterdam is one of the most expensive cities in the world. So money is a daily issue. And working in the fitness, you can only work so many hours. So you kind of hit the roof after a bit. And inflation kind of goes up, 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 up. And one's salary very slowly maybe goes up. So there was kind of that fight between I actually don't have enough money to buy a house and I have to do something else. Only working, one doesn't really survive. So that was why I went to search for the course. It was I've kind of been someone to ignore finances. I've never had a financial issue, but I've also never really planned, or I'm a saver, so I
I
save and
see.
I don't want to touch it. So I pretty good saver, but I then it doesn't grow. Actually, with inflation, as we learned, it actually kind of devalues. So then it feels like if you don't do anything, the system kind of beats you anyways. And then every time someone was talking about investments or about crypto or whatever it was, I would get really jealous and almost angry. Actually, it's kind of funny, but I actually really enjoyed the course. I don't really like numbers and definitely not finances. But then after a few of the modules, then I actually really got into it, and I was a little bit sad that it ended. But but I liked that it was small bits because sometimes it was a little bit dense, of course, to be expected. But it was just yeah, enough, like little small bites of it for it to be entertaining, actually. So I was surprised at that. I think the biggest positive shift is that I'm not scared of it anymore. There was like a pivoting point where I was like, it has to be done. And yeah, there's going to be mistakes down the road. You're going to lose, you're going to win. And that's just kind of life. So instead of just staying stuck, you just have to go for it. So you definitely feel that there is support if needed. I could see that you guys were very available for that. Now, I actually got to the point where I just really wanted to learn to invest, and I'd actually contacted another course beforehand, and he said, "No, I don't accept people with a U.S. citizenship." And actually, then I researched. There's quite a lot of courses that don't accept that because it's different and it's kind of more complex. So when you said we do accept US citizens, then I was actually kind of a relief. So I wish I'd done this actually 10 years ago. Because if you think about your money growing in 10 years, yeah, it's a lot of money that you kind of don't, yeah, that you wasted in a way. So I kind of regret not having started earlier. So I think anybody that has a question mark is definitely a course you get action out of, right? You don't just learn, but you have to create, you have to take action at the end. um yeah, and it helps you take that action, which is like what we were looking for, right? So I would definitely recommend it, especially to EU citizens. The US citizenship thing is very annoying, so it is nice to find a course for people that I feel supported even as a US person.